Just wanna be with you. So it's one day in your presence, yeah, it's better than 1,000 days of paradise. One day in your glory, as we offer our worship sacrifice, it makes me see, oh, it makes me see, oh, I just wanna be in your presence. Come on, y'all, stand in it, see, oh, it makes me say, I just wanna be in your presence. One day in your presence. Y'all listening right here on the Internet Q&A show. Hey, in your presence. As we all pray, our words are you make me say, oh, you make me say, oh, I just want to be in your presence. I just want to be in your presence. Oh, you make me say, oh, I just want to be in your presence. Oh, I just want to be in your presence. In your presence. Everybody say, good morning, you're listening to the Internet Q&A show. Tag and share this video. Hey, hey, I just want to be with you. Be with you. Better. I just want to be in your presence. You're listening to the Q&A show. I just want to be with you. Anywhere you go, the morning. Running through the high house. Ain't through the living valley. Through the low valley. You're the blood. You're the blood. Come on down, listen, give me credit. Q&A show. Tag and share somebody today. Come on. You out there. Good morning, Sharita. Tag and share this video. We're on the Internet Q&A show this morning, y'all. You out there. 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 Yes. Take a day. Good morning, Jennifer. Tag and share this video. I just want to be in your presence. Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Image Matters Q&A show, and we are excited to bring you another edition of the Image Matters Q&A show. This morning, welcome. We are excited again to bring you another edition, and it is a great morning, like they say, great morning.
That's right.
To be alive. And so we want to just give a shout out to Jesse Steverson. That's the song you were just listening to.
Yes.
One day, brand new, brand spanking new.
Came out today.
Came out today. Today, first day, even, and you know, and we said to him, I said, listen, this song is so blessed, and there's so many people that's going to want to listen to this song. The song is called One Day by Jesse L. Stevens. You guys can go ahead and download that song today. It's called One Day. It's definitely a blessing. I know that many people have already started to download it. It's an incredible song. And, you know, we're going to just give out a shout out to our friend and brother, Jesse Stevenson. Listen, your voice is, oh my God. Awesome, what they say, it's fire. It's fire. It's bananas. It's anointed. And we're just excited about your new single, and I know we're definitely going to have you on the show. We'll get you on sometime so we can go ahead and talk to you about your single and all of that stuff. But we want to say that we wanted to play it on our show today because it's just a really great song. Yep.
It's a wonderful song, and you know, as songwriters, we can appreciate it.
Oh yeah,
and we are happy to spread the good news.
Yes,
because the message is awesome, man. I
oh my gosh,
I know that you know there was some anointing went into writing that thing, but we definitely can see and hear the anointing that's coming off of you singing it. So,
yes.
You know, to God be the glory.
Yes, congratulations to you, Jesse L. Stevens, on your brand new single called One Day. Again, you can download that on iTunes. It's on all the online stores right now. It's even on YouTube. Yeah. Those that you want to download the record today. Shout out to Jesse Stevens and his beautiful, beautiful wife.
Yeah, Jesse Stevenson.
Stevenson. Sorry, Jesse Stevenson, and his beautiful wife. The Stevensons were an awesome and amazing couple, and they're doing some great things for the kingdom. So we're excited on today to bring you another edition of the Image Matters Q&A show.
Yeah, we missed you guys.
Yeah.
It's only been a week, but glad you're joining us today.
Yes.
It is a beautiful day outside.
It is. It's crisp. I say it's crisp.
Yeah, it's crisp, but we've had a stretch of nice days, I would say.
You know what? I feel like God is really smiling on this. Hi, Princetta. Good morning. I feel like God, you're going to drink your tea without me, huh? So that's how we doing it. Excuse me. Where is the tea? Where's the tea? All right, I'm feeling the tea today. Anyway, but good morning, Francita. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Sharita. Listen, tag and share this video. We got a great show in store for you guys. We know that all of you right now are doing some things like, you know, cleaning the house. You know, some people are still hanging off the bed on the side of the bed like,
listen, it's Saturday. You can do whatever you want. They don't have to pay you.
You come from a long week and you're so tired and you're like, I don't want to do nothing. You know, you ever get that feeling where, you know what, I don't want to do nothing. I just want to lounge around. I just want to be in my PJs. I just want to, you know, just chill out on a Saturday because all week I've been on the grind and I just don't feel like doing anything. And you know what? You're entitled to that.
Yep.
You are entitled to that. So if you feel like hanging off the bed like this and go like this, like Harry does.
I get up before she does. Leave it. Leave it.
Or you want to snore like Harry does.
I will not make any comments. As a good husband, I know when to be quiet, so I'll leave that alone.
Anyone is hanging off the bed right now, listen, we are not mad at you, but if you're hanging off the bed, make sure you put on your computer or your phone and tune into the Image Matters Q&A show. We're also on our YouTube right now, actually simulcasting, so you guys can also visit us on YouTube right now. So we're excited. Listen, we got a great show in store for you today, right? A great show. Last week we had the amazing Shadonna Marie. The week before we had Mr.
Dr. Richard Hartley. That's right.
And so we have some amazing guests that's coming up this year. It's just been a real good run, and so many of you have been really, tuning into the Image Matters Q&A show for a while. So we really appreciate. Listen, we appreciate y'all from the bottom of our. Let me get my West Indian time here to now. Yeah, we're really a massive, a massive crew. We really appreciate all y'all for coming in on the Image Matters Q&A show.
Anyway, today is what, the 16th? 15th. Today is Martin Luther King's actual birthday.
So happy birthday
happy birthday to the great man.
Gone
on to be with the Lord. He's done some great things here in the land, and we're still, we are basking in his work. So
we're basking in his work, and we're doing work, and we'll continue to do work. So we want to say and acknowledge Martin Luther King Jr. Hi, Jesse! Oh. Listen, we just played your song. We're getting ready to talk about Martin Luther King, but we just played your song. This morning is our intro, and we told everybody to go ahead and download it because it is incredible.
Yeah.
We said it's incredible. So we played it on today. Hi, Dr. Cheryl Hardy. We got some people coming on today. Listen, tag and share the video. And it's a perfect segment because Dr. Hardy walked in on the right time. But listen, Jesse, we played the song this morning, and it's beautiful. Let me tell you, it's in our head.
Yeah.
You make me say, oh. We were singing it all night in our spirit. So listen, shout out to you. That is a hit, my brother. Yeah. We're excited. And as songwriters, right? Singers and songwriters, of course we appreciate music, but you are just killing it. I mean, you're killing it. You're killing it. It is amazing. The song is great. And we know it's going to be all over the world, and everyone is going to be hearing it. Again, it's called.
We feel privileged.
We feel privileged, yeah.
Among the first to play.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, Jesse, shout out to you. I want to make sure you knew today that we played your record one day. It went down today at 12 a.m. and you got to go online and you got to make sure you download. And listen, I want to say this because we're going to address Dr. Cheryl Hardy. Listen, I want to say that please do not, and I'm going to say that because I am a recording artist and I'm a gospel artist too. Listen, please, don't bootleg the 190 something record, a $1 and change record. Go and download it. Mm-hmm. Download it on all the, stop all of the bootlegging, you all. It's only $1 and change. Listen, if we can I'm going to say this. If we have 1 million people, right, that download Jesse's song, that means that Jesse's going to have $1 million, minus whatever the other stuff is. But he can have $1 million if 1 million people go out. And why don't we just go ahead and share and tag and, do that? Because listen, it's not good. Artists work so hard to make music. I'm telling you, I know myself, as example, Harry and I are songwriters, and we, it takes time to make records. It takes time to engineer. It takes time to make the music. It takes time to lay it out. It takes time to do all the mixing and the mastering. It takes time, y'all. So don't bootleg anybody's song.
There's a cost attached to it.
And it costs so much money. So listen, go and download Jesse's song.
Yeah.
One day. I keep saying it. Me and Harry saying it from the moon and back.
Yeah, we were
one day.
Saying before
I keep hearing it. Oh, first of all, hey, Jesse, I just want to say your range is out of control. Your range is out of control. When you sang it, I just felt like something go up my spine. I just kept hearing that, right? So your range is out of control. You guys, I appreciate all the singers, y'all. I that. What do they say? Or they say, out in the street, I got your back, Jesse. Me and Harry got your back. Yo, you got your back, Jesse. We got your back, Jesse. We got your back.
Yeah,
so
I think my wife probably was like one of the first people to download that song.
Listen.
And we were playing it all night.
I was playing it all night. I was in my head. The song called One Day was in my head. Those of you that just joining us, please download the record, Jesse Stevenson's One Day. I'm telling you, it's a crazy, amazing song. His voice is incredible, anointed. And so I would say, cop that.
Yeah.
Cop that single.
Yeah.
And he's got an album coming out this year too. Make sure you spread the word and spread the news on him. He's
Yeah.
an amazing person. Him and his wife are beautiful people. We happened to meet them when we were at a conference, and we had, we were talking, and just, we just hit it off really
Right.
well. And so we're just excited for him. Totally excited for you, Jesse. Really, really excited. Good morning, Wanda. Good morning, Wanda. That's my lady there. She's always putting the fires on there. Hi, Wanda.
Hi,
Listen,
Wanda.
tag and share the video. I want to talk about, we're talking about Martin Luther King's birthday. This is his actual birthday,
Yeah.
right? And so because it's actual birthday, and oh my gosh, Jesse said, I've been sitting on this song for 8 years. Can you
Oh my
imagine?
God.
He's been sitting
You know,
on this song
you know-
for 8 years, y'all.
You know what I wish we had done?
What?
We had known that you would be on. We would have sent a link that you could come on and we could talk about it now.
Yay! Well, listen, we're going to definitely have you
Yeah.
on there and on the Image Matters Q&A show, and talk about your record and talk about what's going
Yeah.
on, and talk. I know he even wrote a children's book that's out right now. That's amazing. I think that's incredible. We got to use everything that God has in us. We got to deplete it all, right?
Yeah.
Because everything inside of us, it cannot be stuck in there. Whatever is your gifts, whatever is your talent, you got to use that. Even for myself, I put out a couple of things the last couple of days, and I went. I don't know. I got a hit with fresh face, so I had no makeup on and everything like that. So everybody's been asking me, what am I using on my face and my skin? I'm just telling you, you gotta love the skin you're in, right? I mean, I know that's another quote for somebody else. So please don't try to shut our video down. I know loving the skin you're in is from something else. I know it is. So don't shut it down. But shout out to that. I put out fresh face, and everybody's like, oh, what do you do with your skin? And it's really about what we do, how we try to treat ourselves, how we do, health wise and all of that, that helps us to keep our skin and everything right. And that's where we're at right now, just getting everything right. Start reevaluating yourself this year and start thinking about your health and where you're at right now, your mindset, your mental, so that you can have your inside speak on the outside. And
Right.
so that's one of the things I put out. And I also put out the fact that I design clothes. I design those. Some people may not know, but I have my own design. I mean, I design my own dresses and gowns for many years, and so I was able to put it out. So a lot of people were kind of like, oh my god. But anyway, we have to use the key point is we have to use everything that we have, deplete everything that we have inside of us. I put out that, and also I modeled for some years. Many of you know me, that I used to model. So let's do this year. Let's put everything out that we have, and do what God has called us to do. Jesse said that the children's book is called The Adventures of Wall Dog and Shadow Cat.
Yeah.
So those of you who want to go pick it up, I'm thinking it's on Amazon too. You can go ahead and try to pick up his new children's book,
Yeah.
which I think is just amazing. That you're writing children's book, you're writing music. It's incredible, and we're excited about that that you're doing. We want to come back to Dr. Martin Luther King. It is a special day, a special day, a special day. Dr. Martin Luther King did some amazing stuff that helped a lot of us, especially, and I would say most of us. We know there are a lot of things still happening
Right.
today, but he paved the way for us, freedom wise, especially for mainly for the African American community, but also for us together, when we talk about all different races, to come together in unity. So he definitely deserves all of the props today. Happy birthday to Dr. Martin Luther King, that paved the way for each and every one of us. And so while we jump on that, I also want to shout out to Dr. Cheryl Hardy. Dr. Cheryl Hardy is an amazing woman, mental therapist. She helps with everything emotional needs. She also has something out. I think it's a journal about the journey. Dr. Hardy, I don't know if you're still there, but you can go ahead and put that in. But Dr. Hardy has something out right now that is really amazing. She's also going to be in the month of March. She's going to be with Bishop T.D. Jakes. Come on.
Mhm.
I feel a snap going on there. Woo! I feel a snap. Dr. Hardy is going to be with Bishop T.D. Jakes for a special summit, and she's going to be talking about mental health and, you know, all of these things. She is a great, great person. Those of you that need to get her, I know she's out on hiatus right now because she's trying to get her mind breather, but I really thank her for stopping by us today. That means a whole lot, Dr. Hardy. Thank you so much. And I love her too. I just love her. She's amazing. Yeah. We love her. We love you, Dr. Hardy. We love you. Wait, let me say it too good. I came in my West Indian voice, you know. I came in my West Indian voice. She said, "What? Rebuilding a new self-care journal." That's it. Rebuilding a new self-care journal, and it's out right now. It is so good, and I plan on getting it, Dr. Hardy. I saw it the other day online, and I said, me and Harrison, we're going to get it because we want to, you know, definitely jump in on that because we know that it's so important. You know, one of the things I love about Dr. Hardy too is that, you know, she helps and teaches about the mental well-being. And I think that's where we're at right now, especially dealing with COVID and everybody's, you know, trying to regroup themselves. We're in a brand new year. People are trying to set some goals to try to accomplish in the year. And a lot of people are going through mental stress. But, you know, we want to say you got to leave that stuff back in 2021. We're in 2022, and it's time to make a new thing and start focusing on you and building yourself so that you can be a better you. Right? You can be a better you. You can be a better self yourself, you know, your mind, your spirit, your body, your health, everything, you know, has to be in alignment. And so we're excited for Dr. Cheryl Hardy as she gets ready to go out in March to Bishop T.D. Jakes. That's a big one. That is just, you know, we thank God for that. That's really favor, and it's a blessing. And I know that those that come into contact with you, Dr. Hardy, are going to be very, very encouraged, and they're also going to learn so much about their mental well-being and just everything about you know, the human existence and human being, so that we can walk right in this 2022.
Yeah, and we don't mean to preempt Bishop T.D. Jakes, but if you have
don't
time,
shut us down, Serena Jakes. Don't shut us down, Bishop.
If you have time available to you, Dr. Hardy, we'd be happy to discuss on our show your upcoming book, the journal, and anything else you want to talk about mental health, because that's really an important aspect of, you know, our, you know, self-care. You know, we want to be sure that, you know, we're not just talking about, you know, dressing up the outside, because for us, image is the outer appearance of the inner you. Okay? So what's on the inside of you is what we try to help folks to reflect on the outside. But if you've got issues on the inside, then those are things that need to be addressed. Those are things that need to be straightened out. And you know, there is nothing better than having someone who knows you know, how to go about doing that, even if it's in the sense of, you know, what do you do for yourself, as opposed to having to get to that point where you have, you know, you are in the midst of a doctor's appointment and you're talking about things that you can actually address early in your, you know, in what you're dealing with, that can alleviate that. Not that we're trying to stop any business coming your way, but we know that, you know, as a doctor, we would believe that your first inclination is towards people's well-being.
That's right. And she said also, you are so worthy to enjoy life. That's right. T.D. Jakes into the International Leadership Summit taking place in Charlotte, North Carolina on March the 31st through April the 2nd. And again, Dr. Hardy will be in that lineup with Bishop T.D. Jakes, and I'm telling you, they have something in store for them. We know that you're going to do such an amazing job, Dr. Hardy, and we just want to say we appreciate you so much. Thank you, you know, even for just stopping by today, you know, and taking out a moment and out of your breathing moment, out of your woosah moments. You thought it not robbery to come by on the Image Matters Q&A show. We love you dearly. So we're just excited. Today is a great day. We got Jesse Stevens on here, Dr. Hardy. We got so many of our friends that are tuning in. Listen, we want to appreciate you all. Thank y'all for tuning into the Image Matters Q&A show. Mm-hmm. We're going to be coming up soon on our 100th show. And when we have it, we're going to have a lot of the guests who've been on the show come back. We've actually been here online for about maybe I think 3 years now, about 3 years. On this show, Image Matters Q&A show. We had a show called Matters of Image show some years back, and that's where this kind of kicked off from that. And so we're looking forward eventually to go on to TV. So we're, that's one of the things we're shooting for, because a lot of people say you guys, should be on TV. So we want to be on TV to get to the airways so everybody can, come to a better place, a better you. Hopefully, you guys can say, hey, yay, Alicia Henry, get on that TV. It's not about fame or fortune or anything like that, right? It's really about getting information out, allowing people to walk in who they're supposed to really be. And also teaching people professionally how image is so important, and why it's so valuable in your life, not just even your career or what you're setting your goals, but image plays a major role and a tool to open up doors for success. And so some people don't really understand it because they think of it in the fashion sense, but we want to stem that image really is important for anything that you do. I want to say anything that you do, because it's just presentation, but it's also how are you projecting yourself? What are some of the things that you're looking at? We some of the things even before COVID we did was personal shopping. We did personal shopping, we did clothing analysis, we did closet organization, and these are some of the services also that we provide with a business called Image on the Rise LLC. So it's important that image makes a big difference. Presentation, how you carry your stuff, how you carry your business is so vital and it's so important. So we have to really, really think about it in a sense, and really think about Hey guys, I think something happened when we were on there. Hopefully you guys can see us still. I have no idea what happened, but we had some kind of surge or something. It looks like it was a surge. But we're back.
Thanks for your patience.
Yeah, thank you guys. If you guys can go ahead and let us know you're still there, please tag and share the video. So we're going to continue on. It looks like it was a power surge of some sort. So we apologize for that. But we want to come back and talk about, what we were talking about, the image and why it's important and how we have to use it for success. And so many people are looking at it and saying to themselves, you know what, I don't know, how to do certain things, right? And so this is what we try to teach. And even with the show, we want to make sure that people understand that as well. And so that's one of the reasons why we also do the show, because it really helps a lot of people. So we're coming up on our 100th show. And because we're coming up on our 100th show, we're going to have so many people and so many guests that's going to come on. Hi, Sandra. So glad to see you. Francine, all the people on. Linda, thank y'all for joining us. Please tag and share the video. So we're going to talk about, a couple of things today that will really, really help people. And so one of the things we wanted to focus on, or actually we're going to do two specific things, 2 words today, because people need to realize, maybe 3, maybe 3. People need to realize certain things, even as we're in the new year. Happy New Year, Sandra. Even as we're in the new year, people need to realize certain things. As you're still in the new year, we are still in the new year. Please don't fall off. We always say to people, we say to yourself, and sometimes you have to talk to yourself and say, I got to stay on track, right? I got to stay on track so that I can be who I'm supposed to be, especially in this year.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to talk about, 2 specific areas today that would probably help you all in, how you handle this year and how you go forth. I know, Dr. Hardy, hopefully you're still here. How you handle yourself, what you do to help you get through to be who you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so go ahead, babe. So one of the words we wanted to talk about was.
Okay, so it's important that even though we have not, we already on the 15th day of this year.
Woo!
Of this year,
That's
I could say,
crazy.
even though it's 15th day of this month, it is of this year.
That is crazy.
Nonetheless, it's not too late for us to regroup and say to ourselves, what is it that we want to do? Because really and truly, some of us have not gotten to that place of saying, you know what, I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just roll over from one year into the other, and it's from day to day, as opposed to I've got a destination, right?
Right.
A destination is necessary in order for you to know where you're going.
Right.
Because if you don't have a destination, you will not. Anywhere, any direction is good for you, because that's where you're going to end up being. So we're going to look at the standpoint of, if you are going to work your image in a way that's going to be productive to you, that's going to give you what you need in the year and years to come.
Yes.
You must have a destination. What do I mean by that? What do we mean? A plan, in other words. You must have a focal point that points you in the direction that you need to go in. So, in essence, destination encompasses a plan. Do you have a plan for your life, for your where you want to go, where you want to be, who you want to become?
Right.
Don't go through life aimlessly. Go through it with sit down, take the time to think about what you really want to accomplish.
And I also think that that comes back to you, like you said, that focal point. Understanding where you would want to be or where you want to go, and then placing some emphasis on that. But as you do that, you want to make sure that you surround yourself, right, with people that are going in that direction, and also that you can esteem from. If you have, someone maybe at a higher level that can also teach you along the way to get you to those goals, that'll also, or help get you to that destination. That'll help you because that person has actually been there before. They've had the experience. They're successful at it. So you want to surround yourself with people that are going there so that you're able to start, in a place of progress, right? So you're in a progression to success, right? You're in a progression, and you have to go through certain things to get to the destiny, right? So these are some areas or some tips to go by. Look at someone, say, okay, you know what, this person, I see this person is, doing this. I want to know, some of the things, I would say, even for, that's why one of the higher level relationships is very important.
Jennifer says a purpose-driven life.
Purpose-driven life, plan, focus. It's very important to have, these levels. I love that higher level relationship, because, when you do that, that you can't be at a certain level and grow. You got to, have relationships that are above that.
You got to challenge. You have to challenge yourself.
Right. So it can challenge, and a lot of times they will challenge you. Right. And challenge the things that's inside of you. They'll challenge all of the skills that you have. They'll challenge a lot of things that you you may have, but maybe it hasn't even really been cultivated enough so that you can really exercise it, the way, or properly, so that you can get results.
Yeah. Anyone who wants to get ahead cannot be content to settle at a level. You can't settle at a level. You have to shoot for higher.
Right.
And in order for you to do that, you oftentimes have to change your environment.
Yes.
Not necessarily move out.
Yeah.
But move into areas that may be uncomfortable at times.
Right.
At least in the beginning, because it's something that you're not used to.
Right.
People like naturally to be in places where they feel a sense of comfort.
Yeah.
You want to be comfortable in life, but if you want to get ahead, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable, because that's what stirs you to progress.
Right. And you know what? The other thing I want to say too, this year is a great year for us all, and I'll say, we can say this all, and even across the board, even when you look at professionally, business-wise, corporations, this is a year where, globally, we can make great impact, right? Whether you're being an entrepreneur, whether you're working, whatever you're doing, globally, we can make a great impact. And the reason why is that technology now is on its heightened, right? It's on its peak right now, so that you would be able to do things with otherwise pre-COVID, it might not have been so necessary, right? Because you're so used to going to, see the person or see groups or going to do things in person. So now globally, we have a great market. We have a place where we can now speak not only just to our local people, we can speak to people around the world. And that's why it's important, because there is a whole world out there, y'all. We can't get stuck, with sometimes just people that we do know, but we have to really push ourselves, right? Push ourselves to a place, because there are a lot of people that are actually waiting on us, right? They're waiting on each and every one. They're waiting on a Dr. Hardy's, they're waiting on a Wanda, you know what I mean? They're waiting on a, Fancetta, they're waiting on a Jesse, they're waiting on us, because we all, each and every one of us, have something that we need to bring out there to the world globally.
That's right.
They're waiting on a Jennifer. This is the opportunity where we must thrive. I was saying this to me and Harry. We always have these dialogues to talk and have conversation. And we were talking about the decade, right, and where we're at. My sister and friend, Dr. Jill Maddox, was teaching this the other night, and she was talking about dimensions. And so one of the things we have to think about is that we're in a decade of, where there's an overflow, and there's a lot of things that are getting ready to happen in the earth. And we have to now take and seize the moment. All right. And that's why, we keep almost yelling in everyone's ear, is that, you have to now pursue your dreams. And now you have to occupy the earth, which means that everything that's inside of you has to go.
Yeah.
You got to deplete it. And sometimes you got to sit down and figure out, what is it good? What is it I do? What is it that God gave me that I do? And how can I get this right now out there? How can I get what's inside of me out there? Right? How can I deplete what's inside of me out there? Right? Now is not the time to procrastinate, and anytime you start procrastinating, I always tell that the procrastinating, every time that procrastinating comes sitting on the shoulder somewhere, you got to tell that procrastination, listen, you got to get out of here because I'm moving now. Come on. I'm moving in 2022. I would say that 2022 is for you. And so you got to come on and move now. You got to get out the way. There was a song called Move. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Say, move. Get out the way, get out the way. You ain't with me. I'm saying, listen, anybody's going to stop your destiny. You can allow that to happen in 2022. It's time to move forward. We know that you're in a pandemic, right? But we know that globally you can make impact. So whatever it is that you're looking to do, you got to now get in a place where I got to write down my stuff, what's inside of me, what do I need to get out of it, and how do I get there, right? And that's how you start doing research. Who can I meet? Who can I connect with? Professionally, if you're looking to go forth in your career, right? Look, start, one of the two great tools, we talked about this many times on the show, but one of the great tools to have is a LinkedIn, right? A LinkedIn is a great professional area. Get a page, get yourself on LinkedIn. They have great trainings, great studio audiences and everything that you can go on there and you can actually learn a lot on LinkedIn. And also network. Network is so important, right, at this time. Go ahead, babe.
No, you're making a point about network. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say about network, that networking helps you also to meet those, like Wanda said, those relationships, right? Those high impact relationships. You can meet a lot of different people on there. Both Harry and I have a LinkedIn page, a professional page as well. And I've met a lot of high level people on LinkedIn. So those, you set up your LinkedIn page, make sure you connect with someone, connect with people. People want to connect with people that are going in places and maybe don't even know what to do. Right. This is great opportunities to go on there. So a LinkedIn page, set up a LinkedIn page. I know people say, oh, I'm afraid. I don't want to do the computer. It's the devil. A lot of people say it, but listen, we know what internet and social media can do, but we also know the impact that we all can have who are positive, right? And that who are doing something to help someone, to educate someone, to put someone in a place of success. We are the ones that we need to get on here and use the tools that we have and use the gifts and talents that God has given us so that we can make, just like she said the same thing, we can make global impact, right? Because some people feel you're sitting there on something and there's something inside of you that needs to come out, and some of us are just sitting on it because we're like, we don't know where to go. Come on.
Yeah, and
we don't know where to go. A lot of people don't know where to go. They don't, and if you're not educated to understand where to go, how can you move? Because now you say, I got all this stuff, but what do I do with it? Right?
And those social media platforms are just what you said, tools.
Yes.
We try to characterize them unnecessarily. How can we use this to get what we need out of it, to get where we want to make the connections that we need to make to just to go up, to step ahead, to get to where we need to go, our destination. If you're gonna hop in a car, you can say, well, this is a Maserati, who rides this? It gets you from A to Z, right?
Yeah.
It's a car.
Yeah.
I'm just using that as an example. Sometimes we write too many things into situations that we don't need to. But having said that, this is an exciting time. Some people look at the cup as being half full, others as half empty. The way we need to look at it is, we are about to overflow. That means that we're not in that place where we were looking at a half empty cup. We're looking at a cup that's on the way up. And so we need to be prepared. Yes. As I'm saying that, I'm thinking of the story of the prophet Elijah, who told a widow woman, get as many containers as you can so that she can collect the oil. Yes. We need to get as many containers as we can for what's about to unfold in our lives right now, because until you look at it and embrace it for what God is doing, you're not really going to position yourself to receive what's available to you. And if you're not, we talked about destination, if you're not moving in the right direction, that's it. You're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. And, one of the things Dr. Wanda said, follow the money, right? Follow the money, follow where the wealth is, right? Because listen, we were talking about, and Harry and I, we always have some deep conversations, right, babe? We have deep conversations, right? So, those of you don't know, we've been married for this year will be 27 years, right? So we always have these, I know he looks older and everything, but yeah, got you out of the cradle. I was just a pigtail. I was just skipping down the road. But anyway, so we always have this conversation about, wealth. And so, we want to be wealthy, right? And Wanda, you said it so well. Follow the wealth so that we can be wealthy to help somebody, right? Because the wealth is for, of course, you pass on the generation from generation to generation for the wealth. But the wealth is so that we can have dominion, right? That we all can have dominion in the earth so that we can be, right, the person that says, I don't know where I'm going to live and I don't have a place to live. And you could say, you know what, you don't have to worry about that because I'm going to go ahead and give you this because I have the wealth to do that. And so, and then wealth helps I would say is the keys to the current, to God, the wealth that God has in store for us is so enormous, and we make limitations on ourselves because a lot of people walk in fear and they walk in doubt and they walk like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do that. We're here to encourage you today. It's 2022. And yes, you can, right? Mm-hmm. Say, yes, you can. Say, yes, I'm going to do this. In 2022, yes, I'm not going to sit down and I'm going to leave it there. It's important to deplete it, y'all. Deplete it. So what you do is, start writing down everything that, is inside of you and start assessing it and say, what is it I do great? And what do I need to do? What's my next steps? And look for the right people and the right tools to connect with so that you can now move forward. You know what I mean? You can now move forward. So it's important to understand why when you get wealth. Because we say, I listen, repeat after us, right? Repeat after us. I will be wealthy in 2022 and beyond. I will be wealthy in 2022. I will be wealthy in 2022 and beyond. And when you start thinking it, right, and you start believing it, right, you start speaking it, it becomes what? Manifested. Because now you're going to start to have all these different things happening, right? Instances where you may have someone where you meet, you connect with somebody, and then, whatever you're looking to do, all of a sudden things start coming together, but you can't sit on it and expect something to happen, right? You got to make it happen. And one of the other words we're going to talk about, is dedication. You got to be dedicated and persistent at whatever it is so that you can, move forward into whatever you need to go forward in. It's not going to happen where you're not persistent, right? One of the videos I did the other day was called Push, Persistent, push. Yeah, that's it. It was push until something happens. Be persistent until something happens, right? Be persistent until something happens. So it's important that you are persistent on whatever you do. You want to make sure that you stick to the plan, right? Dedication is another word that we also talk about. We talked about destination. Now we're talking about dedication. Dedication means that I am not going to stop at it until I see something happen. And so whatever it is you're doing, don't stop, even though you may fall. I know, shout out to my friend, Pastor Donnie McClurkin, right? Pastor Don always says, listen,
We fall down, we get up. We fall down, we get up. Shout out to our brother Pastor Donnie. But listen, you may fall down even in that.
Right.
But you pick yourself up and you keep going. So many times people fall and they stop because they said, oh, what's this thing gonna work? You know, and how many inventions and how many things have happened where, you know, this, I always talk about the two Snapple guys, you know, and those who know history of Snapple, y'all go ahead and look it up. But they started off where they was having making juices, and they was just letting people taste the juice. Really, they were making juices, our brothers, and they let people taste the juice, and you know, all of a sudden they got a name called Snapple, you know, and Snapple is now what? They're billionaires now, right? It's like you got to stay the as some people say, stay the course, stay persistent in whatever it is, and then you'll be able to see things happen from that.
Yeah, absolutely. We are persistent is one of the keys, and we're going to pick up on this next week. But I just want to reiterate something that Wanda said. She said, God has given us the power to get wealth.
That's right.
And that book of Deuteronomy, you find that he's given us the power to attain wealth, and means that we have power, which translated means ability.
Yes.
You don't use your ability, then you're not going to reap the reward of it. So it says to us, we've got to move. We got to be on the grind, as the folks said, in terms of making things happen.
Be on the grind.
You know, the power, the ability is there, and the blessings as well. Because if you're walking in it, for sure, you're going to attain what it is that you positioned yourself to, that you have set as a goal, and that you are aspiring to achieve.
Yes.
There are again some points we're going to cover next week. Hope you'll join us so that we can, really get to the meat of what we need to do to really be successful.
Yes.
And image does matter.
Yes. Wanda said we need to understand what repartation is about and pay attention. Did I say that right? Reparations. I'm sorry. Reparations, and about and pay. That's right. We have to pay attention to that. Mm-hmm. It's so important. And these are such great points that Wanda, Jennifer, all of us chiming in today, because these are key points to some of the things we're going to talk about in the next coming weeks, because we're in 2022 and some people are like, where do I go from here? Right. What do I do now? What's my next move? Right. How do I do it? Who do I talk to? And there are questions that are coming up because people are, coming up with ideas or coming up with things that, they don't know where to go from there now. Yeah. Now it's like, I got it. And that's great. We want to say you got it. We want to say we have it, but we want to know, what do we do now? How do we do that? And I think the navigating piece is key too. And connecting with people that'll take you to your destination.
Yeah.
It's right now, it's so important. You got to know. It's almost like who's who. You're not using relationships, and we don't want to say that. Mm-hmm. You're not using relationships to the place of, okay, you know what, I just get what I get and I move on. But you're using relationships. You're not using relationships. You're coming together in relationships so that it can take you to your destination. But at the same time, you still have integrity, right? You still have a relationship where you can still talk and learn from each other. You're building prominent relationships so that you can be who you are supposed to be.
Yeah, and remember too, you bring something to the table. Iron sharpened iron. You're not just there to receive. You ought to be willing to give, and to bring to the table something that someone else can use, because you have something.
Right.
You definitely have something to offer. Sometimes you're in a state of discovery. Right. But you have something that you will discover along the way that you can be a blessing. Because why? You're blessed, so you can be a blessing. So be a blessing.
Yeah. So listen, y'all got us on here today. Listen, Wanda says leverage powerful connections. That's right. Leverage your powerful connection. So vital right now, especially in 2022 and beyond. Between 2022 to 30. Listen, this is a very important decade. It's a very important time right now because there are some things that already opened up. And if we don't jump in, sometimes you'll miss it. Mm-hmm. And so it's important to seize these moments, seize this time that we're here right now, so that you can be successful in everything that you do. Woo! So listen, you all have been amazing. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
I feel like Hercules.
Yeah. And please, tag and share. Tell folks about that song. Go listen to it yourself. One Day It's called by Jesse L. Stevenson.
Yes.
That's a beautiful song. I know anyone listening to it's going to come to that same conclusion. Buy it. Share it. Encourage somebody to get it. Here's the thing that we sometimes do that we don't realize as a people of God is that we are not as what's the word I'm looking for? We don't look at it from the standpoint of when it comes to kingdom, that every one of us counts.
That's right.
Every one of us counts. Every little thing that you do matters.
Yes.
Because combined we can do so many things. One can chase 1,000, two can put 10,000 to flight.
That's right.
We have power, but we also need to recognize that we need to help each other to get to where we need to go, because that's why we're a body.
Yes. Right. Yes. And shout out to Dr. Hardy one more time. Make sure, and this is something I know Dr. Hardy will always say, Dr. Hardy, is that you have to get thank you so much, Wanda. I love you. Mwah. Listen, we have to get our mind, our spirit, and our body together, because we're not trying to leave the earth right now. There's too much in the earth for us to receive.
Too much to do
in order, we don't want to be, that's why we got to get everything right in our bodies, in our mind, and in our spirit, so we can live through this thing in this decade, and all that is promised to us. And so I just want to shout out to that, even for Dr. Hardy, because I know she would say that. I know she would. So listen, thank y'all for tuning in to the Image Matters Q&A show. You all have been amazing in participating in everything. To Wanda, to Jennifer, to Jesse, to all of you. Thank y'all so much. Those that are listening out on YouTube right now, thank y'all for tuning in, as we're simulcasting on YouTube as well. Thank y'all so much for coming on to the Image Matters Q&A show. We will be back next week, and we got so much in store for y'all for 2022. We're going to go ahead and go out with our friend and brother. Those of you who want to go ahead and visit us, you can go on our Facebook page. We're at Image Matters QA. If you want to send us an email, you can send an email to imageotr@gmail.com or imagemattersqa@gmail.com. You can send us messages, comments, whatever you want to do. If you want to be on the show, let us know. We can definitely try to make that happen. But listen, let us know where you're at. We're going to go ahead and go out with our friend and brother, Jesse L. Brand new song that just came out today, y'all. Shout out to Jesse L. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Sandra. We love you, Sharita. Yes. It's better. We love y'all. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank y'all so much. Yes. Thank you, Francetta. Thank you, Linda. Dr. Cheryl Hardy, love you. Yeah. You make me say, oh, I just want to be in your presence. You make me say, oh, I just want to be in your presence. One day in your presence. One day in your presence. You make me say no. You make me say no. I just wanna be in your presence. Oh, I just wanna be in your presence. Say no. I love you guys. We love you. Thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. Have an amazing, amazing Saturday. Because you are winning. Come on. Oh, I just want to be in presence. Yeah. Love you guys. Happy Saturday. Bye, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. You are there.